Fabrizio Romano, the face of transfer speculation, the final sign-off on all player movements, the gospel of football Twitter. Sport is ever-evolving, be it tactics, style, even the ways we consume it. Evolution does not guarantee improvement, though. Transfer deadline days of the past. Players turning up to training grounds with 30 minutes to spare. Odom Wingy going AWOL. Eden Hazard tweeting his transfer to Chelsea. We simply do not get these moments anymore. We know which player is going where in the same time frame as the clubs do themselves, and I'm sure we aren't speaking for ourselves here when we say it all lacks the spark it used to. We have our nostalgia cap firmly on, but the days of Jeff and the boys waiting until match of the day to see the results, the days before academy players were labelled pure profit, were simply better for the fan. Now, we can't blame Fabrizio Romano for all of that, but he is a signpost for the way the game has gone. His rise is impressive nonetheless, but just how did the Italian journalist build his fun-destroying empire? Here we go! Welcome to Sportonomics. Born in Naples, Romano got into football journalism at a young age. He would attend classes in the morning and then dedicate his afternoons to writing about Italian football. Moving to Milan at 18, he made his first breakthrough in the football world. One day, the agent of Mauro Icardi made contact with Romano, asking him to write about the Argentinian ahead of a move to Sampdoria. Romano obliged and would ultimately be rewarded. 2 years later, when the striker moved to Inter, it was Romano who broke the news. His first truly global breaking news came in the winter 2020 transfer market. Then, Sporting CP midfielder Bruno Fernandes was on Manchester United's radar. While many thought that the Portuguese international was going to join United in the previous transfer window, Romano claimed it would not happen. When Fernandes joined the Red Devils in January 2020, Romano finally tweeted that it was done. From that moment, his status increased considerably. That transfer firmly established his name in the world of football journalism. It's been nothing but up since. How does he get his news? Networking. We all know by now, Romano's contact list is extensive. It includes players, players' agents, coaches, and club representatives, among others. But how does he end up accumulating more and more? One thing is very important in this field: trust. In order to collect the contacts he has, he must build trust with them. Agents utilize his platform to drive up value. Clubs utilize it as a red herring, but when he presses the trigger on deals, it almost always comes to fruition. Football has shifted dramatically in the 21st century, so slowly the power has shifted from club to player, and transfers have become an ever-increasing majority of football talk. Football discussions between friends are just as much about the off-pitch stuff as it is the actual football, it seems. Nowadays, we have the constant balancing act of the profit and loss sustainability rules. Clubs are constantly buying players as assets and selling off academy products to balance their books. When was the last time you were truly shocked by a transfer? A signed, sealed and delivered transfer, player holding up the new shirt announcement. From our memory, Danny Ings to Villa from Southampton is the only transfer that completely slipped through the net for the transfer gurus. Let's take a look at one of the biggest deals of this summer, Solanke to Spurs. Along the way, Romano has tweeted the complete process, from interest to medical to here we go, all before Spurs could put anything out. Picture this: in a different universe, Solanke's representatives meet with Spurs on the hush. They strike up a deal that Bournemouth are happy with, and the transfer is on. Sure, there is the odd rumour that Bournemouth are looking for a potential replacement, pictures of Solanke in London, etc. But then, boom! Spurs post a picture of Solanke holding the shirt, or Solanke follows Hazard and tweets, "I'm signing for the 2008 League Cup winners." Romano is set to appear in EAFC's newest career mode, so the scope of his fame is clear. But the rise in his importance correlates with the new way football is perceived. There's no shock factor, less drama, and all business. Romano is the best at what he does, but is he necessarily good for football? At Sportonomics, we long for football of the 2000s, waiting till match of the day to see highlights, not knowing where players are going, and a time where inverted fullbacks were unheard of.